Number 1. Ripper.
My editor, Ben Dodds, called me at 3 a.m. to give me the news. It was a woman this time, the third victim.
This takes place in 2040 and Jack Quinlan, a reporter, is on the hunt for a serial killer similar to Jack the Ripper.
Figured you'd get here sooner or later, Quinlan. You can't get enough of this story, can you?
I think everyone's had enough of this story, Magnata.
Many of the cast are well-known actors, which is quite unexpected.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
You'd think I'd be used to seeing things like this by now, but I'm not. Whoever did this is beyond madness. It's pure evil.
Like any point and click, there are puzzles to solve and lots of interaction between characters.
Catherine, what is going on here?
As expected, it has some cheesy acting, but the right mix of creepiness and strange plot developments.
What happened?
Can you find out who the Ripper is?
No, Catherine! Catherine! No! Catherine! Fuck! Catherine, please, Catherine! Fuck!
Number 2. Night Trap.
Your mission: protect those 5 girls from whatever happened to another bunch of teenagers. They disappeared after spending a night at the Martins. One of our agents got into the house and found a weird security system. Hidden cameras in almost every room and a series of traps. Our agent spliced an override into the security system, enabling you to control the cameras and the traps with this remote unit.
Way before Five Nights at Freddy's, there was another game where you must keep an eye on different security cameras in order to keep the bad things away. Although repetitive, this game is worth a look. It has your typical American teenage girls, played by 20-somethings at the time, that you find in a slasher movie, your standard bathroom hottie, and plenty of creepy and funny scenes.
Megan, this isn't gonna work. You're not scaring me. Wait. What are you doing now? Megan, no!
There was actually an attempt to get an HD version of this game remade on Kickstarter, though that seems to have failed.
Things are getting really weird around here. Keep your eyes open and watch out for the other girls. I'll be right back.
He is really flipped out.
But that doesn't mean you can't play one of the original versions. Take a look.
Definitely.
Help!
Eddie, you're making a mess.
That tastes like blood.
Yeah, right.
Number 3. Phantasmagoria. This interactive survival horror point-and-click adventure game is really quite creepy and deranged. You play as Adrienne, who has just moved with her partner to a remote mansion. Unfortunately, there are lots of evil goings on due to the magician who previously lived there. In fact, some of the scenes in this game, at least if on uncensored mode, though very dated special effects by today's standards, are pretty sick, and this isn't one for the kiddies.
Doesn't this look delicious?
Did I mention that some of the scenes are pretty sick?
In a rich red marinara sauce.
That's really quite horrific.
You call me if you have any trouble, okay?
I will. I sure will, thanks.
It has a constant sense of dread as you play, and this is one definitely worth taking a look at. Number 4, Harvester.
Listen, this may
Creepier
sound strange,
and more twisted than the last,
but I've lost
in my
my memory.
opinion, is this.
Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next
You
you'll
play
be
as
telling me you
Steve,
don't
who
remember
awakes with
Hank and your
amnesia
little
in the
sister.
very odd town called Harvest. Steve gets told he needs to get to the headquarters of the Order of the Harvest Moon to have his questions answered. Whilst looking around town, you meet some very sick people. Teachers that kill children,
My stars, that was exciting.
freaks spying on you having sex,
Honey, one of the ladies will be right with you. Thanks for stopping by, Stud. You shouldn't have picked Crystal, though. She hasn't been feeling well.
and
I'd be
heavily
sure to get to a
infected
doctor if I were
prostitutes.
you. These diseases can have pretty horrible effects, you know.
Steve also kills people quite a lot.
That was neat.
Welcome to our order, brother.
And can find himself on the receiving end. Number 5, Missing, an interactive thriller. Out earlier this year, this is one of the few recent attempts to bring FMVs back, and this is a pretty solid attempt. You must try and escape what seems like a Saw-type scenario, solving puzzles to progress. It's fairly short, but it promises more episodes. I'll leave you with the trailer, and be sure to check out my playthrough if you want to see more.
Where are you, David?
If you want to hear more random nonsense spewing out of my face, click that bloody massive red subscribe button. Bye!